We need the questions up.
Okay. Hey everyone!
Hey guys.
Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a great start to your 2020. Last month in December, I asked you guys to submit questions for Jarred and I. For those of you who don't know, Jarred is my husband, and you will get to know him and me a lot better through this video because we're doing Q&A, and you guys submitted a lot of awesome questions, so I really appreciate those of you who sent those in. So a lot of you guys might be familiar with Jarred. Some of you guys may have met him when I was touring because he came to a lot of my different live shows. He hasn't been like on this channel before just because this has mostly been music videos. You are just more introverted. This is like the first time being on camera together, so I'm gonna be laughing a lot, I think.
That's okay. I think that's a good idea.
You guys, yes, we'll get to know Jarred a lot. But before we get into all the questions, I just wanted to take a quick minute here to thank our sponsor for this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with tons of different short classes on topics ranging from photography and videography to interior design. I personally love photography and feel like I have a lot more to learn there. I've also been on a little bit of a nesting spree lately since having Logan, so I'm really excited to check out the class called Style Your Space on interior design. Everything that I've learned about photography, videography, music production, and so on has come from online learning. Skillshare wasn't around when I started my career, but I know I learned way more efficiently from professional online classes and joining online learning communities similar to Skillshare than I did from just searching random YouTube videos and online forums for free information. And Skillshare is actually really affordable. It's less than $10 a month for an annual membership, so it's definitely worth checking out. If you want to learn more, just click the link in the description to get 2 free months of premium membership and explore your creativity. All right, so now on to the questions. I asked you guys to submit questions just for me, just for Jarred, and then for both of us to answer. So let's get into it.
All right, first question. So this is for both of us. Sorry, this is like the 5th time we've tried to do this first question. It's a struggle for me. All right, here we go. Do we play video games and do we play co-op versus? All right, so why don't you start?
Okay, well, yes, we do play video games. We haven't been playing a lot lately, obviously, because we just had Logan in September. But in the 18 years that we've known each other, we played a lot of video games together. Both co-op and versus. Any particular moments you'd like to share?
League of Legends. We were playing that for a long time. That was probably like a decade of playing that game. We also did we had our Halo phase and everything like that.
Oh yeah, a lot of Halo when we were in high school, a lot of Smash Bros. I mean, we started with 64. That was like how we met, basically, or like our first official hangout.
So we've done co-op and versus.
Yes.
And both are fun.
Yes.
This next one's to both of us. Can you tell a little about your love story?
All right. So Jarred and I have known each other for over 18 years now. We actually met in freshman year English class when we were 14, and I saw him from across the room, thought he was cute, and I used one of our mutual friends, Brandon, to sit next to him. That was like my introduction to him. Been best friends since then. We survived long distance in college. We did 4 years apart. I went to Washington State, Gonzaga University, and Jarred went to Michigan State University. And then after college, I moved back to Michigan. I really wanted to move out to California because I wanted to give music a try, and I had it in my head that I had to be in LA for that. And so we couldn't move to California together because there were just no jobs. It was like the worst time for the job market. And so stayed in Michigan, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what can I possibly do from Michigan? And turns out, that's what basically prompted me to start my YouTube channel. So I'm like beyond grateful for that. Then married for over 8 years now. We just had our first child, a son, Logan, in September, and Jarred's been working with me full time since May of 2018. What did you do before you started working with me?
Okay, so before I worked with Taylor, I had kind of done 2 different careers. So I was an electrical engineer for about 5 years, and then I was a software developer for about 3 to 4 years after that. Yeah, very different from what I do now. This one is for Taylor. What is your inspiration when you write your original songs?
Well, it comes from different places. I would say a lot of the time when I'm starting an original song, I'm kind of trying to capture a specific mood or vibe. You know, if I'm going for, you know, positive vibe in a song or something maybe a little more brooding or, you know, a specific emotion or something like that, that's usually where I start from. And also just, you know, like a lot of different things inspire me. Like I've thought of you when writing before. Nature is very inspirational to me. Kind of just pulling from different things in my life, or video games, obviously, like the type of music that I love to cover. So yeah, just depends.
What was your first moment that we can remember?
Oh, okay, well, I mean, I very vividly remember seeing you from across the room in English class when we were 14. He had frosted tips, so if you guys remember that look, like,
there we go.
Very 90s look. It was early 2000s, but he had very unique frosted tips because his mom did them for him. And it was like hyena splotches. That's like the best way that I can kind of describe it. But for some reason, it was kind of like his peacock feathers. Like I was very attracted to that. I was like, man, this kid is confident if he's wearing that kind of hairstyle. And so I remember just like clearly seeing him, thinking he was very unique, very cute. And yeah, that was like the first moment I can remember seeing Jarred.
First moment. It was also freshman year. I had noticed Taylor a bunch of times in English class as well. She sat on the other side of the room, so I never really went over to talk to her yet. I was a little kind of nervous. My one friend was very bold and he went to go talk to Taylor after school. Remember like seeing her in like these parachute pants. You remember those? I just thought she was so cool looking.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man,
Super
look at
cool.
those parachute pants. Like, I got to talking to her and kind of remember her talking about how she's like a gamer and stuff. So that was my first memory of her.
Nice. All right, to Jarred, are you a musician? If yes, do you help Taylor in composing music?
So I am not a musician. I mean, I played music in high school. I played the saxophone. But I basically since high school I haven't played any music, and so no, I don't help Taylor in composing music. That's all her. Are you guys watching any shows right now, or any specific shows? Yeah, so we actually just finished watching The Witcher, and then also we were just watching the morning show, so we just wrapped that up as well.
Yes, and we have, Victoria's asking about My Hero Academia as well. We have been following that every week. All right, ooh, what has been the best and worst thing about working together? I'll let you start that.
All right, so the best thing is that we get to see each other all day, because that was what we wanted. So yeah, getting to see each other all day is definitely the best thing.
I would agree.
The worst thing, Taylor's very bossy.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just teasing. The worst thing is I have a hard time sometimes working with her because I get distracted because I want to just have fun sometimes. So I'd say that's been kind of hard to divide work-life balance kind of thing.
Yeah, I would say work-life balance. That's like your version of it, and then my version of it too is just like I have a hard time kind of turning things off. Like if we have, vacation or it's like date night, we can talk about it too much because, it's just kind of like all consuming sometimes. So I would say that's one of the worst things, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Jarred, do you think that Taylor spends too much time on social media with her fans? Would you wish that she had more time for you, or do you advocate it?
Yeah, she spends way too much time on social media. I hate it. Actually, I would say this has been something that I've been extremely impressed with Taylor on, because she is good about spending time on social media. I would be so bad about that, but she doesn't spend, I never feel like I'm, playing second fiddle, a little violin joke for you, to social media and the fans and everything like that. So I actually think she does a great job.
And when Jarred said he would be bad with that, he doesn't have any social media account, so that's what he means.
Yeah, no.
He's like never had Facebook, doesn't have Instagram, doesn't have any of it.
What's your top 3 anime?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Attack on Titan, and My Hero Academia. All right, to both, how does it feel to be first-time parents?
Oh man. So at this point, it feels good.
Yes, at this point, that is the important part of that.
The first 2 months, it felt not good.
It was very overwhelming. I mean, there's just a lot going on. Again, first-time parents, so a lot going on. But yeah, now like I am loving being a mom. Like I didn't know, that was kind of one of my fears before having kids, was I didn't know if I was gonna enjoy being a mom or whatever. But very happy to say that I love being a mom. Love Logan. Definitely want more kids at some point too now, which is not something we were saying the first 2 months.
No, it was like maybe you'll be an only child.
Yes, so things have changed,
Yeah.
but yeah, really enjoying it.
Yeah, no, it's great now.
Yes. To Jarred, why did you lose in N64 Smash Bros?
One word, Brandon. I didn't realize people were that good at Super Smash Bros. Like, I had just played with my family and I had not played someone that good before, so I thought I was good. Her and her friend Christine were awesome. I was good, and our friend Brandon was bad. And he, to this day, terrible.
We even played, though, a pity game where we both played as Jigglypuff and we still won. Like, that's how bad it was. I have an older brother, and I would always play with him and his friends, and so that's how I was able to.
And they were very good.
Yeah, so.
And you sing. If so, would you ever sing on one of your songs?
I can sing, but it's not good. Thankfully, like, I can kind of like stay in tune when I'm singing, but there's just no quality to the voice. I feel like it's just blah. Like, I even took singing lessons in college because I was like, okay, I'm gonna improve this. And I truly believe, I mean, obviously, like, some people work very hard on their voices, so I don't want to act like, you know, you either have it or you don't, but I kind of feel that way to a certain extent because I feel like no matter how much I practice, it's just not the same as like an instrument where you can practice and like make progress and stuff. I just feel like with mine, you know, I tried for an entire semester and did not feel like I made any progress. It was just about the same as when I started, which wasn't great, so. All right, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. All right, for both of you, favorite childhood, teenage memory that you had with each other?
Yeah, so during high school, like junior year, it was the first time my dad got cancer, and so I told Taylor about it, and she told me to come over right away. So I went over to her house, and we played Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. We actually went to Blockbuster, and we played it for hours, and as an extra bonus for that night, her mom is like one of those pure of heart people like I know.
I know what you're gonna say.
And her hearing's not very good. So someone was calling her parents' house, and her mom's answering the phone, and
it was just basically a dirty caller, anonymous dirty caller for my mom.
Her mom's just sitting there, what are you saying? And Taylor is telling her, just get off the phone, get off the phone.
I started like yelling at the person on the phone. That's my mom, oh my gosh.
Really made it extra memorable.
That was a memorable time.
Taylor, are you working on original songs?
I am, yes. There will definitely be new original songs coming this year.
What was your favorite? Oh, wow. So this. Right. So who do you think's a better Mario Party player? I'm the better Mario Party player, 100%.
You are, but the game cheats for you too.
It doesn't cheat.
It
does.
cheats.
That's not a thing.
Okay, we will like gang up on him because he is really good at the mini games and.
Well, that's the game. That's almost the whole game.
Okay, but you also, if you're playing like the board game or whatever, you have to like collect.
There's strategy.
Stars. You gotta make that coin.
That you make the coin through the mini games.
So like basically, we'll have like robbed him and.
They use Boo on me a lot. Yeah.
We try to do everything we can to keep him from stars and whatever. And he ends up always winning because we have that mode turned on where you can get like the happening star, like at the end when they give you bonus stars or whatever. And somehow he ends up winning. Just, yeah, he's better. All right, Jarred, what was your biggest challenge as a non-musician when you started working with Taylor? Have I ever inspired you to try an instrument, violin specifically? Well, sometimes you do play the violin when we're getting a shot ready or something, and I want to see how it looks like. I'll have Jarred stand in with the violin.
Any of my biggest challenges have definitely not been with the music part of it. It's been more on other things that I just never had to do before. And no, she's not inspired me to try the violin because I played the cello in 4th grade and I did not like it, and it was so difficult. And I was like, I'm gonna go to the saxophone. It's just you press a button on the saxophone. It's much nicer.
Violin is rough. Okay, to both, what's one thing you hope Logan likes to do when he's older? I know for sure, I mean, music, of course. Not specifically violin, because I saw a lot of comments asking if I was gonna try and like turn him into a little violinist. I mean, if he's interested in it, for sure, but I would not force an instrument on anyone because it is a harsh instrument. I hope he's interested in something musical though.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mine would be that he's into working out because I like to do that and I'd like to do it with him. I just think it'd be fun to do that together.
All right, Jarred, what is the most surprising thing you learned when you started working with Taylor?
I think the most surprising thing I learned was how well you handle negative comments. Because I did not think that I would have a problem with negative comments. I thought, you just ignore them, it's fine. Then when we started working together and started making stuff together, it's like, and I have like such a huge investment of time into the stuff we've made, it's hard to ignore them. And you've been a really good mentor in like not letting them bother me. What do you do with the fans' presents? Where do you keep them? And could you show us some of them?
Yeah, so I have everything unless I lost something from traveling, because I think you're talking about like when people give me things when I'm doing touring and things like that. I do keep everything. I've got a lot displayed in the office here on the wall, and then I have my nerd shelf, so I have a lot of different things on there. A lot of things are things that you guys gave me at the shows, and then all the extra stuff I have in one of those big like storage containers, just because I don't want to get rid of anything. So yeah, I definitely have all that and I appreciate it.
Question to both of us, how long does it take to select, arrange, and record music? Can we give a brief summary?
Ooh, all right, well we just did this with Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. So we loved watching the show, and then the song was kind of blowing up. So I think that was basically 4 days from start to finish. I started on the music backtrack first, so I do that on the computer. I made up a violin part for it and recorded it on the same day. We also recorded the video then.
We did it all at our house actually, maybe like a couple hours to do the whole filming, and then...
And we were watching Logan too, which was hard because we didn't have a
so we're kind of
babysitter
like
at the
trying
time.
to go between him taking a nap and recording the video. As far as the editing, the editing took another couple hours, and Taylor does a final edit, color correction,
Yeah, that was actually very quick though. I mean, sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it's a shorter process, like if we're just doing a video for a song that I've already done audio for or whatever, but that we were kind of like testing our limits on to see how quickly we could get something done that we were proud of.
Do you teach violin online?
So I haven't done a lot of that yet. I've released a few basic beginner videos on my behind the scenes channel, and then recently I just released one a couple months ago, and I plan on releasing more free videos on my YouTube channel this year. And I also have some fun projects coming up this year that will be kind of along the lines of teaching violin online, so definitely stay tuned for that. I don't have like specifics that I can share yet, but I do have some stuff coming that I think you guys will really enjoy, because that is something I get asked a lot, so I'm really excited about it. Jarredd, I know you've been working with Taylor full-time for a while now, but what exactly do you say you do around here? And what do you like most about working with her?
To like try to summarize it, basically I do the same stuff Taylor does minus the music, and I do way more of the marketing stuff at this point. She had to do all the music and marketing before. It was working, but we wanted to kind of expand into education and all these other things, and so that's kind of where I've come in to help so we could scale our business. So,
yeah, definitely.
What do I like most about working with her? She's very encouraging. I'm not worried about making a mistake and having her be upset about it. She lets me make mistakes, basically.
No.
Like, and it makes for a much more comfortable work environment though, is if you're just sitting there worried, like, oh, if I make a mistake, she might get upset. I don't know, you feel more empowered. She's very empowering.
Oh my, thank you.
Since we both work from home, is it a little weird to never leave your workplace? You don't have a clear separation between work and family?
I will start with this one. I think for me, because I've been doing this since the beginning of my career, I've never had an office space. I've always just worked from home. I got used to it. I actually really enjoy it. It saves a lot of money too, not having a separate space, but I think this is a little bit harder for you to get used to because you were used to going into an office space with like a lot of other people than just me to hang out with.
Yeah, no, it was an adjustment at first, but yeah, I mean, because I kind of more of a homebody anyway, it didn't take me long to be like, oh, this is just really nice.
All right, guys, well, that's it. Thank you so much to all of you who submitted questions. If you guys like this, we can definitely do another one of these sometime later in the year. There will definitely be more vlogs coming in the upcoming months. Lots of different things besides just music videos. Really excited to be sharing more content with you guys. So glad you got to get to know Jarredd better through this Q&A.
This is a lot of fun.
We're warming him up to the camera because, you know, you did great, honestly, because it's not easy doing these. If you watch my earlier videos where I'm talking to the camera, it's just rough. So I mean, you were very pro today, I have to say.
It's very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you for your questions. It was fun answering them.
Thank you guys. We'll see you again soon in the next video.
See you guys.